Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everyone had a great weekend, a restful weekend. I hope all is well this morning. I want to go ahead and get started, you all. Today is going to be kind of a heavy conversation, so I just want to give a warning, okay? All is well over here. I'm rested, which is a really good thing. Really, really, really good thing. So I want to get started, and I just want to kind of lay some foundational things out here, okay? So if you have a question that you want to ask me, I need you to click out of this live and go to the clickable option under my bio. All right. The clickable option under my, is the only link in my bio. I need you to go there and send your question to the heading that says Ask a Therapist. It'll come right to me and we'll be able to address it. I want to make sure I set that clear only because, y'all, the questions in the chat is like, it's too much for me and I don't want to miss anybody. So if you have a pressing question, and to everybody who is new in the room, yes, I am a therapist. I know I don't look like your average therapist, but that's what makes me great. I want everyone in this room, if you have a question that you've been burning to ask a therapist, I will answer your question. You may not like my answer, but I will answer your question very directly. Send it to the link. Go to the bio. Go to my bio. It's a link. Click on it. Go to Ask a Therapist. Send your question there. We'll answer it. Okay. I need everybody in this room to tap and share this live. If you do nothing else in this room, even if you're sitting to just listen and to take in what is being said, I am super happy and okay with that. But I need everybody in this room that have hands that can work to tap and share this live out. Tap and share, okay? Mental health is so important and people don't want to talk about it. But guess what? On this platform, I've decided to use my platform to talk about it. Nate Dogg, what's up, man? Listen, for everybody who gives in this room, what you're doing is you're donating to free mental health coaching sessions to people all over this platform. So this is a great thing that we're doing, all right? Great thing that we're doing. So anyone, like Kat just dropped the rose, that rose, Luminous, with those roses, they go specifically to free coaching sessions. And y'all, we have already had about 5 so far. And I'm going to respond back to folks who sent their requests last week so that we can get more on the schedule. Brandon, this is not the place to ask for subscriptions. No, sir. This is not the place. Not the place. So let me go ahead and set some more ground rules. If you have a question, send it to the link under my bio. I will answer it, okay? I will answer it directly. Anyone that comes in here with the intent to not promote mental health, I got to put you out, okay? This is now, I'm officially declaring this a safe space for people to talk about what's on their mind. Absolutely. I appreciate you, Bling Me Happy. And please pursue your goals and your visions. Everybody in this room, I need you to tap and share. How do we have 69 people? Y'all, you know, we want to get the support, but y'all, you have a lot of live creators that are on this TikTok platform doing a bunch of silliness, and they can have so many people in the room. But y'all, we are really pushing to help people with their mental health. I know it's taboo. We don't talk about it, but today we will. And every day, Monday through Friday, we will. If you don't like it, you may leave. But for those who know that they need that support, I encourage you to tap and share this screen out, because this is something that may save somebody's life today. Y'all, I joke and I play. Y'all know I'm petty. I love to be silly. But when it comes to mental health, it's no games to me. So if anybody comes into this live and you are a disruption to the room, we will be escorting you out ASAP, because people are here really needing support. And I want to make sure that they get that support. Now, let me make sure my inbox is clear. I don't have any questions right now, so we're going to go ahead and start with the topic of conversation. Just to give you a heads up, it's going to be a triggering conversation, but it's something that we need to happen. To know me is to know that I will normalize any tough conversation, because the more we normalize it and the more we make it real in our lives, the better we are about changing. All right? I'm going to say it one more time. The more we normalize things in our life, the more we literally lay it out and say, okay, this is a real thing that's happening in my life, the more that you will be able to deal with it. All right, let's go. Everybody, the topic of conversation, sit on the edge of your seat. If you're driving, pull over. The topic of conversation today is Nate Dogg. No, nobody is getting in the box. The only time people get in my box is when I'm doing my VIP live. If you want to subscribe, you're more than willing to subscribe. You'll be more than able to get in the box. But on the mental health check-in, because other people have things going on that I do not feel comfortable with people, everybody doesn't need to know everything. I don't bring people in the box, and I probably will not bring people in the box on the mental health check-in. Now, I noticed that we stopped tapping. I noticed that we haven't been sharing. We got to do this throughout the live. We got to do this throughout the live. Don't even think about yourself. Think about the person who is contemplating unaliving themselves today. Your share may save their life. If that ain't enough for you to share, then I don't know what is. Let's keep it moving. Today's topic of conversation is, please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. Oh my goodness. We're going to talk about rejection today. Because a lot of people in this room struggle with rejection. Rejection is such a big thing. Big thing that we often don't talk about. So today, I want you to normalize this conversation with me. I don't want to talk at you. I want to talk to you, and I want you to talk back to me. Thank you, Eric, for coming in and showing love. Today's topic, please don't leave me. So many of us right now, Lonnie, thank you so much for your transparency. Lonnie says, I have a big time with rejection, abandonment issues. Y'all, our need to be accepted sometimes outweighs our own values. If you remember, if you've been tracking with these lives, we talked a few weeks ago on values. Our values, y'all, are the things that we are. This is who I am. This is what I'm not willing to compromise on, right? But oftentimes our need to be loved and accepted would often make us compromise our own values in life, and we'll start to step out of character in order to get people to love us. Let's normalize it. Let's just normalize it. Let's just normalize it. All right? Everybody in this room, in some way, shape, or form, at some time in your life, you have struggled with rejection. Let's just talk about it. If you have struggled with rejection, go ahead and talk about it in the chat real quick. I ain't even looking because I want you to know that this is a safe space. I am going to look eventually, but I want you to feel so comfortable sharing it. Everybody in this room, if you have struggled with rejection, I want to know who hurt you, how they hurt you, and when they hurt you. Let's go. Let's talk about it. I told you, I don't want to talk to you. Kat, that's powerful. Jennifer, yes. It comes in so many forms. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk. Y'all, I'm very instinctive. I was making up my bed and I was like, this is what we're going to talk about today. Literally. Don't have anything written down. We just going to go for what we know. My parents, my husband, my family. Absolutely. I go back to people that are bad for me just because I want to feel somewhat wanted. Yes. Thank you so much, Lonnie, for being honest. How many of us will put ourselves in uncomfortable environments knowing that we're not fully loved the way that we need to be loved because we would rather take something over nothing? Let's just normalize it. We'll rather take something over nothing. Well, you know what? This person is good to come in, twice a week. I'm cool with this. And we're selling ourselves short, y'all. We're selling ourselves short by doing that. Let's talk about it. We're going to normalize it today. We're going to normalize it. Thank you, KT, for you being so honest. Alika, yes, absolutely. Listen, somebody in this room right now, you ain't even got to call yourself out because it's not even important that we know who you are. I just need you to get the message. Some of us in this room right now are literally dealing with people right now in our lives that we know don't love us to the fullest capacity, yet we stay there because it's better off to have something as opposed to being alone. Let's just talk about it. And you know what's so bad, y'all? We second guess our own decision making because we feel like, hold up. All right, am I tripping or am I getting the things that I need? And when we realize that we're not getting the things that we need, we start to tell ourselves that what we're getting is okay. Rejection is a very powerful thing because our fear of rejection will have us selling ourselves out to people that don't deserve us and putting us in a space where we're really compromising our values. We're compromising our lives. We're compromising so many things that we have going on because we are so afraid of rejection that it's easier to deny ourselves than to deny people that don't belong in our lives. Yo, I got to say that again. It's easier for us to deny ourselves than it is to deny other people that don't belong in our lives. I know it's somebody in this room that is dealing with that right now. Like we're not even gonna play games today. We're gonna be real because look, Mookie says I deserve better. I deserve better. Absolutely. But so many times, y'all, I feel this so heavy today, y'all. I feel it so heavy today. Like my eyes is all messed up too. I feel it so heavy today. We would compromise ourselves. You know that thing that I talked to y'all about you loving yourself first? We would often compromise what it is that we want. Put ourselves in an uncomfortable, listen to this, y'all. We would put ourselves in an uncomfortable position surrounding people that we feel like give us something over nothing and literally end up uncomfortable in the end. Y'all, absolutely, Morex. It is self-sabotage. It is self-sabotage. I can't make it up. It's self-sabotage. We are sabotaging ourselves and deceiving ourselves to thinking that, hey, if I get this love from this one person, it's enough. But I'm telling you, baby girl, baby boy, whoever you are, baby person, whoever you are, I'm telling you, it will never be enough. Because if your inner self is saying this isn't enough, then baby, you got to start listening to your inner you. And guess what? When you start cutting off people that don't love you to the capacity of which you need to be loved, the doors will open for people that will come in that will love you the way you need to be loved. I need you all to know this today. Mental health is so important. And oftentimes we sabotage ourselves. We sabotage ourselves because we want something. We will take anything outside of being alone. But the reality of it is that we need to sit alone with ourselves so we can understand what we want, so we don't have to keep repeating the same cycles. Some of us in this room, y'all, are repeating the same cycles. We're going back and forth and up and down. And it's like you're dating different people, but it's the same spirit. Let's go there. Let's normalize it. We're dating the same people. We're dating different, like people look different, but it's the same spirit that they have. The reason why we're going through that cycle is because you are not taking enough time for you, and you're positioning yourself around people where you'll just take anything. No, baby, it's time out for just taking anything. You deserve so much more. You deserve so much more. Absolutely, Shima. We got to start taking accountability of ourselves. Wait a minute. This doesn't feel right to me. Let me check out for a second. Let me get myself together. Because when I get myself together, then I realize what I want. When I start cutting off these people who are not giving me what I want, guess what? My standard changes. And now I will only accept people into my life that will give me the things that I need. Alexia, I'm so glad that you're here too, baby. I'm so glad that you came by. Thank you for stopping by. And if y'all new in the room, please click on, make sure you show, you get connected. I'm going to tell you why, because I'm going to give a quick commercial break real quick. Y'all, for those who don't know, I'm a live creator. All right. I own my own nonprofit private practice, right? I own my own private practice as a therapist. I'm a therapist. I do my thing, whatever. Every single cent of money that comes into this TikTok platform goes to free mental health coaching sessions. Mental health free coaching sessions. So anybody like Intelligent, Bling, people that are sending gifts, people who randomly cash at me and say, look, I want to give you this. It goes to free coaching sessions. Y'all, I have a stack of papers right here. Not going to out nobody's name, but a free coaching request. It's right here. It's a real thing. We do this every day. I'm not just here on here trying to make a scene or trying to put myself on the map for somebody. I'm here to help execute and change lives. When I say execute, that means we got to execute some changes so we can get the change to be actually activated in your life. So for those who are brand new, we're not on here for just crap. We're not on here for just playing around. If you want a free coaching session, I need you to go to the clickable option under my bio. It's the only link in my bio. Go to where it says free coaching session request. You get a free coaching session, baby. We're not on here playing no games. We are on here trying to change lives. We're on here trying to change lives. And I had to get that break because I see a lot of new faces in the room. And I appreciate you for being in the room. And I want you to tell your friends about us. Come back. Y'all, it's one of those things that we are doing because this is my passion. I love to see people mentally well. I love to see people whole. Yo, my core values of my business is named Breaking Chains Project with a Z, y'all, like 2 Chainz. It is Breaking Chains with a Z Project. The reason why I absolutely love the core values of my business is because we believe in healing, happiness, and wholeness. Y'all, we cannot get to the best version of ourselves if we're not walking in healing, happiness, and wholeness. And that is defined super differently based on who you are. But I need you to know that you deserve it. Alexia, you just donated to a free mental health coaching session. And I appreciate you because you know, no one in this room has to do it, but I appreciate all of you all in here. Yo, I got about 20 people that I have to reach out to today. And please charge it to my head, not my heart. I'm working on getting my admin team together. But right now it's just me. So I am literally operating off of fumes some days. And it takes a while. But I need you all to know that you will get your free mental health coaching session. When I do email you, email me back timely so we can get you on the books, because that is so important. Now let's get back to rejection. Let me answer a couple questions real quick. Somebody says, I've struggled with abandonment from people who I thought would never leave me. Fortunately, I'm not high on it anymore. I want to know how to not let this affect me the way it did. Baby, you got to heal. So when I say you got to heal, I know that seems very vague, but I'm going to break it down for you so you can understand. You got to deal with, you got to process who hurt you. I'm an advocate for writing stuff down, y'all. I'm an advocate for writing stuff down. But I need to know who hurt you. I need to know, what they did to hurt you, and what happened as a result of them hurting you. Who hurt you, what they did to hurt you. Absolutely. I don't want to say your name wrong. I'm gonna say XZ. I don't want to say it wrong. I'm a therapist and I'm a life coach. I'm both. And so to this person, you got to heal. Who hurt you? How did they hurt you? And what was the result of them hurting you? Like, what changed? Because y'all, we don't deal with that enough. We don't talk about enough how the hurt that we had, how the rejection and the abandonment in our life changed us. Some of us, y'all, got walls all the way up to the ceiling because they hurt us so bad that we don't want anybody to get in. That is literally a result, yo. It is a result of your being hurt. How did you being rejected change you? Let's talk about it in the chat real quick. How did you, when that person hurt you, when that person abandoned you, or those people, I don't know if it was one or more people, when they hurt you or they abandoned you, what did you do as the result of that pain and that hurt? Let's talk about it. I want to hear your responses. Somebody said emotionally damaged. How? How would I know that you're emotionally damaged? What shows up in your mind? Kwame, I don't know if you're here for friends or not, but I'm not even gonna waste my time. You're out of here. This is not just a room to pick up friends. This is a room to engage. If I see you just picking up people, I want you to connect with people in the room. But if I see people just intentionally coming in to pick up people, I'm getting you out of here. We're not here. This is not social hour. I want the people in this room to connect, that are in here wanting to build connection with people that understand what, you connect with something someone said, but don't come in here doing that. Please. Moderators, I need y'all to pay attention to the people that's doing that. If you just see them constantly adding people and not saying anything, I need y'all to get them out of here. Thank you. So somebody said, I stopped focusing on problems I couldn't change and focus on positive things. You come to expect, yes, Cherie, you come to expect it from everyone. I dragged everyone else along with me into that brokenness. Absolutely. Y'all see, you see the patterns. You see what has been the outcome of you being hurt. This is so important. I'm teaching you a skill right now as we speak, because I'm a firm believer. Even when I do therapy with my clients, I'm a firm believer in teaching them how to be their own therapist. I don't want them to need me. I want them to need themselves. So Jamila says, I break down. Thank you so much for giving me that feedback. I do need to say this to you. Everything that you did as a result of being hurt, you now have to reverse that behavior. You know, people say, well, how do I not let this affect me the way I did? You have to take power over what happened to you and say, you know what, this did hurt me, but I'm not going to change my behavior with this person or that person or that person, because I don't want to keep in putting that hurt on other people. So I'm giving you a simple skill. The results, when they hurt you, the things that you start to do to guard yourself, you got to start rewriting that for yourself. If you hold walls up, you got to figure out how to bring those walls down. Okay? You got to. Absolutely. I am Katana. Forgiveness. You got to make the decision to forgive them. And y'all, we've already done a segment on forgiveness, but I don't mind. I can talk about forgiveness all day long, because forgiveness is not for them, it's for you. But if you are still holding on to the baggage of who hurt you, you haven't forgiven them yet. And that is why the situation is affecting you continuously the way it is. Okay. So somebody said they got into a massive argument with their family last night, and it's affecting them at school. All right. So you've got to process that. I've already talked to you. I already know who you are. We've already talked off the scenes, right? Because sometimes people reach out and I'll talk to them off the scenes. I don't do it often because y'all, literally, I have to leave here at 12:55 because I got a 1 o'clock session. My schedule is back to back, right? So I'm a very busy person. However, this person and I talked months ago. You have to take some time out for yourself to be able to process everything that's happening in your life. And if you're not able to process that, it's going to affect you in every area. You got to give yourself, and I remember telling you this, I'm going to say it out loud because you're going to know exactly what I mean when I say this. You got to create a safe space within your environment to be able to process what's happening in your life. If you don't, then guess what? You are going to be in a situation where it's going to affect you, and then their drama is going to pull you down. Let's keep moving. Absolutely, boundaries. All right, somebody else says, so I deal with depression, and last night was hard for me. I had thoughts of doing things that I shouldn't do, and I never had that feeling. What do you think? What do you think I could do to help depression? You got to deal with what's hurting you. I told y'all, you can ask me questions, but you may not like my answers. You got to process what is hurting you. And I know when I keep saying process, people are like, well, how long does that take? I don't want to do that. I don't feel like being sad. I don't feel like hurting. And we avoid so much stuff that we actually inflict the same pain on ourselves. And we actually put ourselves in a worse place. I know we self-sabotage. That's the real thing. But for this person, yes, that is depression. But you got to be able to list out every time a client comes into my office. I'm in my office. But when they get on my screen and they say, yo, I'm dealing with depression, I be like, all right, write down everything that causes you depression. That's the first thing I do. I'm telling you, it works. I know it seems super simple, but write down what causes you to feel depressed. And for everything that you write down that causes you to feel depressed, you got to create a solution as to how you're going to reverse that status. It's work. If y'all think I'm going to come in here and just tell y'all, click your heels 3 times and say, I wish I was home. I wish I was home, like we on the Wizard of Oz. It ain't happening. If you're not willing to put in work, then you're not going to experience change. And let me tell you something, that hurt causes pain. But it's a better side. It's a whole new side on the other side of that pain that you will never, ever be at. You will never, ever experience what you have felt before. Once you heal through the pain. It's tough, y'all. It's tough. It's real tough. But if you put in the work, it'll work. I've lost a lot of people. My mom, my grandmother, my sisters, uncle, a couple of nephews. And I've never really felt like I was heard because I always hide it because I know I'm known as the funny, loud, goofy one or whatever. I help my older sisters out when needed financially, but I'm the youngest. Okay, so you do a whole lot of stuff. You overcompensate for other people, but you're not putting that into yourself. Somebody just said, I just don't know how to process things. I just told you. It's a matter of, am I willing to put in the work? And for those who don't know, I know it's a lot of new faces coming in. If you need a jump start on how to get yourself together, that is your opportunity to book a free coaching session. Go to the link under my bio, put in the information, and say, all right, I need to make this change. But you got to be ready. If you're not ready, then of course, y'all, let me tell you something about yourself real quick. When we are not ready, y'all, to change, we'll come up with any and every excuse to stay the same. Hear me. Hear me. You know, when y'all having a conversation with somebody and you trying to help them get out of a sucky situation and you're like, well, what about this? Well, no, I can't do that because, Well, what about this? You know, this might work. Well, I don't know about that either. When people come up with excuses to not change, I need you to hear me loud and clear because somebody in a relationship right now with somebody who is doing exactly this. When they are coming up with excuses to not change, trust and believe, baby, they don't want to change. You got to listen with your ears and stop listening with your heart. When you listen with your heart, you tend to start ignoring the signs, okay? When you are ready to change, you'll do whatever you have to do to change. If you got sick enough, I don't care if you didn't have insurance. If you got sick enough, you go to the hospital. We do whatever we needed to do to stay alive. If we got too bad off, we be like, I just have to eat the bill, but I got to get better. I just don't feel right. The same way you would take care of your your physical self. If you got sick enough, you would go to the doctor. Then I need you to get sick enough in your mind to get some support. And the blessing is that it's free. Now, I ain't pushing you all to come to me, but I'm just giving you options because the options are there. Nikki Boo says, my thing I'm dealing with is other people's issues who are close to my heart is draining. You got to set some boundaries, boo. You have to decide, what do I have the capacity? Y'all, capacity is everything. What do I have the capacity to deal with? Sometimes you say, you might be like, oh, well, You know, I have the capacity. I don't have the capacity today. I'm so exhausted. I don't have the capacity. But some of us will sacrifice getting rest and taking care of ourselves to show up for other people. And guess what happens? When they get up and then you ain't all right, you call them and they ain't nowhere to be found. Overcompensation is a sign that you are inadequate somewhere within you and you're trying to make up for it by giving to other people. You gotta deal with yourself. I'm telling y'all right now. And I ain't the person that's the guru of all things, but I've learned a lot very early in life. I'm older, but I'm young, but I ain't that old. I mean, I'm young, but I'm getting older. That's what I wanted to say. I need you all to know that it's time out for making excuses for your life. You've got to take steps to get better. So let's get this last question out the way, and then I'm gonna get back to the conversation on rejection, because that's a good one. All right, let's go. So this person says, I was adopted. My mother left me as a child, and as an adult, I found her. I am now a genealogist. I help others find their family that have DNA tested. I'm having a hard time as the adult and mother. I am accepting love. I'm also trying not to be so guarded. When I'm hurt now, it's a done deal for me. No turning back. In my marriage, I'm struggling with forgiveness. I can't be my true self with him. How can I be better, leave the trauma, and not let things hurt me personally? Listen, you have got to take some time. Y'all, let's all have a conversation. I'm going to answer your question, okay? But let's all have a conversation. What is the hardest part about processing your pain? Somebody tell me, what is the biggest thing that you fear in processing your pain? Because we're going to get somewhere real quick. What is the biggest thing? I don't want to process it because what? Answer that for me. I would like to know. Facing those emotions. Thank you, Bling. Reliving the moments. Absolutely. Absolutely. Keep going. Keep going. Figuring out the truth. Being alone. Being hurt. Okay. Actually feeling the pain. It hurts. Absolutely. Facing memories that were deeply buried. Absolutely. Y'all, because we tend to throw things in the back of our mind and forget about them. I don't want to cry and feel the hurt. Facing my fears. For me, it's feeling weak and hurt. Y'all, do y'all notice that the pattern of what y'all saying is exactly the same? Having to deal with it. Letting go to have to repeat pain. Denial. Can't take the flashbacks. Y'all, do y'all realize everybody's answer is literally the same? For real. Y'all all need to get connected. I need y'all to get connected. Okay? But the reason why I'm bringing this up, because the very thing that is the reason for you avoiding is actually causing you the most pain. You avoiding it and not processing it is keeping you in a ball of stuckness. You are staying stuck in a place where you're not able to grow. You deceive yourself and tell yourself that you're growing, but you're not able to actually grow because you're stuck in the place where that person hurt you. Hear me. Yo, hold up. Where my paper at? I need yo, Holly, I thought we was getting some props, boo. All right, so I'm gonna try to narrate this real quick. All right, so y'all see this paper right here. This is your hurt. This is your hurt. This is the thing that people hurt you with. This is where people hurt you. All right, so I'm moving on in life. Yeah, I know it's a sticky note, but I'm moving on in life. Boom, somebody hurt me. So this is what happens. Your heart and your mind stay stuck. Your body keeps moving forward. So your mind, your mindset, and your heart and how you treat others stay stuck with where they hurt you. So even though your physical body move on and years go past, you're still stuck in this place. I need y'all to see that. I wish that I could have had a better prop, but I need you to see that. Oh, I need you to see it, baby. I need you to see it. You stay stuck. You think that, oh, I bumped them. I'm moving forward. But your pain is still right here. And as long as your pain is right here, you can't even experience the greatness of life because you stuck right here in the pain. I need you to understand that. I need you to get that, because when you don't get it, you tell yourself, well, I don't want to deal with the pain. No, the pain is still a part of you because you won't deal with it. So the very thing that you are afraid of dealing with is causing you more pain. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Like, for real, y'all. I need you to understand this is deep. This is deep. As long as you stay right here As long as you stay right here in your mind and your heart, everything in life is going to constantly remind you of this. Constantly remind you of this. So when I say process, somebody say, well, how do you get past the pain? When you process, y'all. When you process, when I say you got to process, it's like you got to write your own paper. When you sit here and you say, wait a minute, my mama hurt me. Yo, I tell you, I'm very transparent. My mama left me when I was little. My mother paid child support. My father raised me. And I'm grateful for it. Thank you so much. Y'all are donating to free coaching sessions. When my mama left me, it took me years to process the pain because I kept going back to my mother, wanting her to love me. Yo, I'm not sitting here coming up with this because I'm just a guru and I'm like, oh, this is what the book says. No, this is life. This is what life has taught me. And I'm giving it to you for free. But for real, yo, I kept going back to my mama. And I kept giving my mama a chance. And she kept hitting me. And I kept, where's my paper? Where's my prop? I kept staying stuck with her hurting me. And it got to the point where I was like, wait a minute, Ronnie. If you keep doing the same thing, expecting different results, y'all, what is that the definition of? I know somebody in this room know. I'm going to let you tell me. Keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. What is that the definition of? I'll wait. Absolutely, Shin. It's the definition of insanity. We drive ourselves crazy, y'all, going back to the same person that's keeping us stuck. They keeping us stuck, y'all. They keeping us stuck. So everybody's saying, how do I process it? You've got to get back into that moment and say, wait a minute, this hurt me. How did it hurt me? It hurt me because it made me feel like I couldn't trust anybody. Okay, so are there people in my life that I can trust? Are there people in my life that I can lean on? Are there people in my life that are genuine? And you have to decide in that moment. You have to decide in that moment to deal with the very thing you're avoiding. It's so simple, yet we make it so hard. So the people that sent out a free coaching request, I appreciate you. I got you. Literally, some of us in this room, we right here. Now, this, mind you, this 2009, all right? Your heart and your mind is still stuck in 2009. We in 2022. So your body is moved forward and you're deceiving yourself to think that you've moved past that pain. But every time somebody hurts you, guess where it takes you right back to? To when somebody else hurt you back in the day. You gotta heal. You owe it to yourself to heal. You owe it to yourself. And like I said, to those people that are in this room, if you have not booked a free coaching session, if you need a jump start to figure out how to make it work, because everybody's story and everybody's process is different. But if you need that support, don't play around with this, y'all. Don't play around with it. Every single gift that comes into my lives, go to free coaching. Period. You know what I have the hardest, you know what the hardest problem is? You know what the hardest problem is? It's people believing in it. Or people having enough confidence to say, I owe it to myself to heal. And I'm going to do this. Y'all, I've promoted this a week now. Now, I was thinking I was going to get like over 100 people reaching out. I get like 2 people a day, 1 person a day. And it's like people don't, it's free. Yo, when we first started these mental health coaching, when we first started these Ask a Therapist room, people was like, I can't afford therapy. I can't afford therapy. I can't afford therapy. We done ran battles. We done done all kinds of things to raise the funds for people to get free services. And people still don't want it. That tells me that they don't want to change. So for those that are asking, how do I deal? You need to be ready. And the resources are here. If you don't have any other resource, I need you. Trina says, I don't trust anyone. Then guess what? You not trusting anyone is going to keep you in a place of being stuck. When I say that, I'm telling you, because you don't trust anybody, there could be somebody who has your best interest at heart. And because you don't trust people, you won't listen and end up in a demise because you don't trust anybody. So you not trusting anybody and not healing through whoever caused that trust issue is going to keep you in a place where you can't move forward, baby. And I don't want that for your life. I don't even know who you are. But I don't want that for your life. I don't want that for your life. I want you to be better. I want you to decide that there is more for me out here than just to not trust people. Yaya says, trust is hard. I was abused for 3 years. Absolutely. Absolutely. You were abused for 3 years. And I hate that you went through that. But let me tell you something about you being abused for 3 years. You survived it. And you owe it to yourself as a survivor. You're not a victim, baby. You're a survivor. Okay? You are a survivor. So you owe it to yourself, baby, to live. You lived through that. Now you can help other women that have gone through that. You can help other people that have gone through that. But if you stay stuck in the abuse, you can't be an advocate for change for anybody. Yo, no cap, no lie. I'm telling y'all, if I had to stay stuck in the trauma of my mama leaving me, there wouldn't be no TikTok Ronnie B. I'd be somewhere crazy, worried about why my mama don't love me. We owe it to ourselves to live. The greatest revenge on people who have hurt you is to heal. So when you look at them, yo, I was abused sexually as a child by somebody who lives in the same town that I live in. Talk about trauma. And I saw them the other day. Y'all. And I was able to walk up to them. And I was able to say, you know, I love you. And it doesn't, people, my village, some of the people in this room was like, I cuss them out. No, because when you heal through things, you don't look back at it no more. It doesn't affect you the same way it did before. It doesn't hurt you the same way it did. And that is the greatest revenge on somebody who has tried to tear you down to the ground, is to heal and to be better than what they expected, than what their hurt caused. It's to be better, baby. You deserve to be better. You need to be better. What? And I felt nothing when I saw that person who abused me in my childhood vulnerability. They abused me straight up. And I was like, I love you. Y'all have a good one. And they look crazy. And I started, like, I was on the phone with one of my good friends. I was like, yo, this just happened to me. And it was like, you take, absolutely, Shima, you take your power back. So many of us in this room have lost our power. We have lost our power because we are so stuck in who hurt us that we can't even get our power back to move on to who really loves us. Some of us right now are sabotaging relationships because we are so hurt that we can't even see the good in other people when they're really so good for us. Hear my heart. We got to heal. We owe it to ourselves to heal. Absolutely, Miss CEO Nation. It's a lot of new faces here. Y'all, please get connected and let people know what we're doing, y'all. We do this every day, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. It's a lot of new faces in the room. And we do this every day. And I'm going to tell you why we do this every day. Because I believe that mental health I don't care if you're the most perfect person, and there ain't one. But I don't care who you are. I need you to know that there's help available. Y'all, literally every single gift, like Yale's right now, coming in with gifts. Every single gift. Passion, thank you for being here. Every single gift that comes in this room, if you go to the clickable option under my bio, you are able to book a free coaching session with me. Where we can talk about how you can get a jump start to your future. Yo, we're not on here for just jokes. I love laughing. I love being funny. I love karaoke nights with my village. I love doing that. But I love mental health. And I believe that everybody needs a jump start to the rest of their life. Because the rest of your life is better than what you've been through. But as long as you stay trapped and who hurt you, you're not going to see anything but the hurt. I come on 12 noon Eastern Standard Time every day. And 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 people inquiring about coaching sessions. That's a vibe. Yo, we strong arming this thing. It's a whole vibe. And listen, I need you all to know that rejection is a real thing. I'm not sitting here saying, I still get rejected. But guess what? When I feel the rejection now, when I feel like somebody is rejecting me, I speak up. I'm like, hold on. This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing you doing blah, 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 blah. They're like, oh, no. I didn't mean it like that. I'm able to speak up about it as opposed to saying, oh, well, here's somebody else that's not loving me like my mama. You can speak up and advocate for yourself. Half of us are in the situations that we're in because we stopped speaking up. We have silenced ourselves. We have silenced ourselves in the lives of the family members that we have. Yo, setting boundaries does not have to be a mean thing. You setting boundaries with somebody does not have to be the extreme of you blocking them. Okay? It doesn't have to be that. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. You setting boundaries with people does not have to be a hateful, ugly, mean thing. It can literally be, hold up. Hey. So I don't like how this makes me feel. And because I don't like how this makes me feel, I'm going to, kind of step back for a few days and make a decision. What's up, Hydro? What's up, man? All love. You gotta set boundaries for yourself. Your mama calling all the time and getting on your nerves. Mama, listen, I know that you worried about me, but I'm okay. I'm not going to be able to answer the phone. I can call you at this time. You can set boundaries with people and not be ugly. Absolutely. I am Katina. Katana, I'm sorry. Thank you for saying that. Katana says if they don't respect the boundary, then you can lovingly let them go. Absolutely. Yo, rejection is, y'all, let me tell you so for real how powerful rejection is. Rejection will have you accepting people who hurt you, that don't deserve you. It would have you trying to befriend people and be around people that you don't even like because you're so afraid of being alone. You have to reverse that dynamic. You are better than that. And I ain't gonna lie, healing requires you to be alone. Everybody in here is a vibe. You're a whole vibe. I need you all to know that you are worth the work that you put into yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the 6 people who requested a free coaching session. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's get it in. My schedule is already done for the week. I know the availability that I have. So when I respond back to you with the deliverables that I need from you, I need you to respond back to me ASAP. Okay? You are worth the work. You are worth the work. Everybody in this room, if you're dealing with somebody who has rejected you and have hurt you, it's time to start processing the who. Let me write it down. What, when, why, and how. Boom, boom, boom. How do I deal with the hurt? How do I push past the pain? Deal with the who, what, when, why, and how. Deal with that. The who, what, when, why, and how. Who hurt you? When they hurt you? What did they hurt you with? Why did they hurt you? And you may not be able to answer the why, but why did it affect you the way it did? And how are you going to do better? That's the who, what, when, why, and how. That is a simple skill. Simple skill. But I'm telling you, it works. I would not be on this platform. I would not be here if it didn't work. I need you to trust that your life is worth the work. And people who have been rocking with me since the beginning, we ain't been doing mental health check-ins for long, but those who have been rocking with me from the beginning, I need you to know that a lot of these folks that have been rocking from the beginning, when they start implementing some of the skills, they got better. They come in and hit me up and be like, yo, I did da-da-da-da-da, and I did da-da-da-da. And I'm like, great, phenomenal. Trina says, I hear my thoughts when I'm alone, but how do I deal with them? Process them. You're so busy trying to avoid the thoughts that you're not willing to process them. If the thoughts come in and says, you're worthless. Wait a minute. I just had a thought that said I was worthless. Am I really worthless? What's the evidence behind what's the evidence behind this thought? Yo, that's another skill. The thoughts that we have in our mind when we alone and we try to avoid, that's why we just get around everybody else. Sit in them. Process them. What is the evidence that you're worthless? Congratulations, T baby. I'm proud of you. What is the evidence of you being worthless? What is the evidence of you being unlovable? What is the evidence? Oftentimes we'll process the feeling, but we won't process the evidence behind it. Jill, we're not doing that in here, baby. We're not doing that in here. And if you say it one more time, you're out of here. And I'm not saying that in being mean. This is the mental health check-in. You got to pay attention to what's going on in the room. The vibe room is tonight, 8 o'clock, y'all. 8 o'clock, 8:15-ish. We'll be on. No worries. We're going to make some friends, but this ain't the time and place. I want the people that are in this room engaging to connect with one another. I don't want people coming in with just the intent of creating friendships. Okay? All right, y'all. So we got a few minutes left. Let me see anybody ask any questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new folks requesting coaching sessions. The only thing I ask is that you be ready, because we're gonna get right to the core. That girl says, hey, everyone. He ate. Hey, what are we doing? This is the mental health check-in. Ask a therapist. Ask a therapist. What if you are afraid to? Then you're going to keep yourself stuck. You have a choice to make. I'm not sitting here saying, y'all got to do this. You get one free coaching session. You still got a responsibility to keep the pattern going afterwards. Whether or not you want to just book sessions with me moving forward, or whether you want to find a therapist or whatever you want to do. Like, that's on you. But the first session, that's on me. I'm giving you that. But you still got to make a choice. I'm not the end all be all. Okay? I'm really not. And there's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people book the coaching session. They ready. How do you ask a question? The clickable option under my bio. So click out of this live, go to my bio, or click up on my page up here, click on my picture, go to the bio, and then it says, I just sent well, it ain't gonna happen tomorrow, so you have plenty of time to process it. But I am gonna get you on the books. It's very important. Everybody that came in the room. Yep, it's in the link in my bio. Pay attention to what my moderators are saying. Shin, Jen, what's up, Nia? That's my little cousin, y'all. Her birthday is in a few days. So pay attention to the link under my bio. It's got everything you need right there. Trina, I appreciate you. I am Angel. I appreciate you. You are royalty. Thank you for coming in. Royalty. This is our mental health check-in. We do this every day, Monday through Friday. We do it literally from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. or whenever we wrap up. KK just came in and sent the heart. She had no idea, but she just donated to a free coaching session, free mental health session for someone out there who is in need of just getting a jump start to their future. Eric, I appreciate you. I love to see, love to see people of all sorts, male, masculine identified people. I love it. Women and feminine identified people typically are in these rooms all the time, right? But when I see masculine, male identified people, I absolutely love it, because society tells men not to talk. Society tells masculine people suck it up. But I love to see people just come in and just be themselves. Everybody in this room, it's a lot of new people, so make sure you get connected. You never know. You may not need a coaching session today, but you may need it. We're doing this to the end of the year, y'all. We're not just, Shima, just subscribe, baby. I love it. I appreciate you so much for just believing in us to subscribe. I really do. I really do appreciate you all. To all the folks that are in here, to everybody that's in here, I need you to know you are worth the work. Do not ever forget that. You are worth the work. Please know that. You're worth the work, and don't allow anyone to tell you otherwise. So I don't have any more questions. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 11 now. It's 11. It's a lot. It's a lot of people coming in. And it's a good thing. Now, remember, I'm only one me. Now, I do run my own private practice. So you have to, bear with me with the times. But I will respond back. 11 people. 11 people said I'm worth the work. I love it. Absolutely passion. A lot of people don't want to talk about it. But guess what? I believe that we normalize the things that happen in our life. And let me tell y'all something. Thank you, Passion, for getting this activated in me. The more we talk about our pain, this is where you're gonna be like, but the more we talk about it, the less it hurt us. So we think, our mind, we say, well, if I hold it in, it'll go away. No. If you hold it in, it's like a balloon, and it keeps blowing up and 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 blowing up till eventually it pops. The more you talk about your pain, y'all, I'm giving y'all all kinds of skills. Literally, the more you talk about the things that hurt you, the more it does, the less it affects you. Absolutely, wisdom. I'm telling y'all. And no, not just talking about it in the wrong setting. Let's talk about that too. Talking about it with people that be like, girl, you the problem. You don't want to talk. You want to talk about it in a safe space. You want to be able to get it out off your chest. I'm telling y'all, therapy literally, for those who are like, well, I'm in therapy. Okay, therapy literally, let me tell you what it is. Therapy is only you talking out your feelings in a safe space and figuring out your own solutions. That is what therapy is. Because once they get everything out, but all right, how you feel about that? I feel that. All right, so what do you think we should do about that? That is what I do. I'm not sitting here like, oh, you feel that? Well, let me help you with this. No, 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 no. You already have, y'all. I say this in every live. The solutions to your life's problems are already on the inside of you. It gets clouded by what's happened to you, and it gets clouded by you not talking it out. Venting, absolutely, I'm Angel. Venting is therapeutic. I'm telling y'all right now, I literally get paid as a therapist to sit there and listen to what a person is saying, then reflect back what they're saying, then ask them how they feel, then ask them what they want to do about it. Because once you get it out, you now have clarity of thought. Yo, that's all therapy is. And I'm not dumbing it down. I'm simply making it simple so you can understand that therapy is literally here to help you connect with your own feelings. For real. You already know what you need to do. But sometimes we need to get it out. And Trina, if that has happened to you, baby, if that's happening to you, you're around the wrong people. Shaming says, I'm seeing the wrong person. Perhaps, I don't know. Like, I can't, I know that my style of therapy is different. Like, I know my style of therapy is different, but I know it works. And I'm telling you, I'm not big on advice. I will ask my client, do you want me to respond? Yeah. Okay, how would you like for me to respond? Well, I want you to tell me what I think I should do. I think you should do what's best for you. That is literally, yo, in my therapy session, you're going to be thinking like, yo, this person ain't even helping me. But when you tap into your inner being and you understand who you are and what you need to do, you figure it out on your own. That is the most beautiful thing that I can say. What's up, the bald guy, y'all? Lovely guy, man. I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you, bro. And some therapists are not good. I will admit that some therapists are not good, but that is when you advocate for yourself to say, wait a minute, my knees are not being mad. If y'all was, okay, let's use this analogy real quick. Bald guys just showing all kinds of love. Bald guys giving, like, just showing love to get, help support the free coaching sessions that we provide. I appreciate you, bald guy. So much for the love. And I'm going to come right back and do that back to you. Bald guys just showing up. But if y'all went to McDonald's, okay, I'm not going to say McDonald's. I'm going to say Burger King or Wendy's. Let's say y'all went to Wendy's, right? And you order a Baconator. All right? Y'all know that Baconator with all that stuff. I'm going to give you this analogy. All love, man. All love back to you. You ordered a Baconator. Now, they done made your Baconator, but dropped it on the floor. And somebody accidentally stepped on it. You going to eat it? Are you going to eat it? I really want to know. Are you going to eat it? They done dropped your Baconator on the floor. On the floor. Not the floor, the floor. Okay? They done dropped it on the floor. Then they give it to you, but oops, my bad. Sorry, here you go. Are you going to eat it? I don't get no answers. Y'all laughing, but I'm serious. Are you going to eat it? Are you going to eat the burger? Because I'm telling you right now, I'm not. All right? I ain't eating it. Okay? So if you know that you wouldn't eat any old thing that people would put on your tray to have as food, you can't eat any old thing that people put into your mind. You can't eat any old thing that people put into your therapy session. You can't. It's the same thing, just a different, literally just a different analogy. Just a different analogy. You gotta understand. You gotta understand that you are worth the very best. But if you don't value yourself as the very best, you're gonna accept the very worst. Ball guy, I just absolutely love you. And I don't know what has happened. I done broke out into a hive. I don't know what is going on with me today. I'm having all kinds of allergic reactions. But guess what? We push it through. We push it through. I need y'all to know. Don't do Wendy's like that. Nah, they would probably never do. But then again, I don't know. People could be trifling. I don't know. But at the now she wants Wendy's. But literally, y'all, I need you to understand that you're worth the work. So let me see right quick. Good gracious. I need to hire a virtual assistant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 14 people, y'all. Really, ball guy? We're not doing no keyword. This is not the vibe room. F the haters. No, not wrong room. Wrong room. No, literally, y'all. I just broke out in hives and everything. All right, I guess I done got a little too hot, y'all. I have to run. I have to get ready for my next therapy session. But this is a vibe. I appreciate everybody that came in the room. Join us tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Set it on your alarm. I'm gonna try to do I'm gonna try to set reminders so that you can actually register. We do this every day on Monday through Friday. Please, y'all, love on each other, love on yourselves. Take some of the gems that were said today, y'all. By the way, these lives are little. I'm working on getting them uploaded into YouTube. Half of them are already there, but if you want to go to my YouTube page, you can just type in Ronnie B. You should be able to find some of the ones that we've done in previous times. Please, y'all, take care of yourselves. I love y'all. Can't wait to see y'all later. Vibe room is at 8:15. Let's have some fun tonight. Maybe we can get in the rankings. Who knows? But for everybody to subscribe today, everybody to show love, I appreciate you. It's just such a blessing to have you all around. I can't wait to see y'all later. Please, y'all, take care of yourselves. And we'll take care and see each other later. Peace.